This meeting is being recorded.
Good afternoon, everyone. Am I audible?
Hello.
Good afternoon, everyone. Am I audible? Can someone confirm? Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Anshuchan. May I know if Mohit sir is available? May I know who has joined from Mexico? Okay, innovators, let's wait for the nodal officer to join. As soon as nodal officer joins, we will start.
Oh, sure. No.
आवाज आ गई? हाँ? हो गया आवाज? हाँ। आवाज पब्लिक से हो रही है। वहाँ पे कॉल तो
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Everything is audible.
आवाज करते हैं।
Yes, sir. Everything is audible.
आवाज तो ऐसा लगा। 28 को बैठे थे। भाई की लगा इस पे रुक जा रुको। ठीक है सर। हाँ सर। बोलिए सर। अभी स्टार्ट है। बोलिए टाइम। इतनी सत्तर लगा करने में बैठे होंगे। ये में से नहीं लगाया है, राइट लगाया हाथ लगाया तो
Sir, may I know if Lieutenant Colonel Mohit has joined? At least someone can tell that he will be joining. Sir, may I know if Lieutenant Colonel Mohit has joined? Sir, you are not audible.
Am I audible now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, you are audible. Sir, I wanted to know if the nodal officer or any officer who will be briefing about the challenge has joined or not. I can't hear you, sir.
Ma'am, I think all of us have joined, or are we waiting for somebody?
Sorry, sir, you were not audible. Can you say again?
I'm saying, has everybody joined or are we waiting for somebody?
Sir, I'm waiting for the nodal officer who will be briefing about the challenge. I don't know if you are the nodal officer. If you are the one, otherwise I have called ADB. He will be.
You can ask Colonel ADB also to join, but yeah, I am the nodal officer. I was part of this interaction last time as well.
Okay, okay, sir. Just give me a moment. Sir, I think ADB will be joining soon, and we can start about briefing the challenge. Lots of startups have already joined, so I think we can start, sir.
So may I please know who all is there from the last time, or are is like all the startups this time are relatively newer? They weren't present in the last interaction.
Sir, it is difficult to make out whether the startups had already were already there or not. However, I can see the new names. So let me.
Okay, I'll go over the our requirements and challenge very quickly in about maybe about 3 4 minutes. Okay, very good afternoon to all of you. My name is Lieutenant Colonel Mohit. I am the G1 Ops and Equipment Card here at the MEC Directorate. So, challenge that was given in the IDITs was basically regarding the adaptive camouflage of armored fighting vehicles as well as the vehicles. Now, just to go over what we are looking at, basically we are looking at an integrated system. We basically has got sensors, a decision logic, and actuators of materials that can dynamically change against the visual or the observable. I correct myself, against the observable signatures of a vehicle. Now, when I say that, correction, observable signatures of the vehicle, that can be visual, that can be in the near, shortwave, oblique, your long wave IR, the EM spectrum all across the radars, acoustic and thermal connection. Now, from where I look at it, this is no more maybe a single band or single spectrum problem. It's a multi-spectral problem that exists. So we're not only looking only for a visual solution. But coming on to when we look at A vehicles, I think there are certain constraints in the system as well. First one being the large surface of the A vehicle, that is the armored fighting vehicles, along with the complex geometry and certain hotspots that exist, that is the engine compartment and the exhaust compartment. Next is the harsh mechanical environment that these vehicles operate in. Thirdly, and the most important one is basically the power to weight ratio, because most of these adaptive camera systems would likely to be dependent on the power source or the power pack of the A vehicle itself. So yeah, that also has to be a big consideration. And thirdly is the modern threat spectrum that exists. Now, whenever we were discussing these challenges before option route, I think the connotations were a little different, but I think the lessons learned from Sindhu recently. So, what we look at as a spectrum of modern threat is, of course, visual, is thermal, IR, and radars. Basically, your loiters are there now. You need over protection, your radars have improved. So, yeah, taking into consideration when you look at adaptive camouflage for a vehicle, it has to cater for all of these. So I will not go into the very specific tech part of it. Let's say for the visible it's 0.4 micron to 0.7 microns. I'm not going into those details as of now. I mean this is what we look at, and I'm not saying that we're looking at a one-stop solution for all the spectrum. That I'm not saying that what I mentioned, all those four things, there is visible, near IR, long wave IR, radar, acoustic, and your thermal this thing. So this is the wish list. But yes, we are definitely looking at adaptive camouflage to cater for the thermal part of it, along with something else as well. So out of these 4 or 5 things that I've listed, a prerequisite to the thermal part, and maybe one add-on, whatever is part of the scheme. So yeah, I think I'm done as of now with the initial brief of it. Any queries that ma'am exist for the vendors, they can just take it one by one.
Hello, good afternoon. Am I audible?
You're very barely audible. Everybody has to be a little louder. I think there's
Okay.
some issue with my system as well.
Okay.
Please pardon me.
Sir, this is Shanawaz from Blackstone Tactical. I have 5 questions. Like it's a quick question. Like what kind of heat we are talking about in the case of thermal and IR?
What we're talking about?
What kind of heat we have to compensate to the panel?
I'm not able to on a peak. What do you mean to say?
Heat. See, your tank is going to generate some heat, and then we have to compensate.
Shanawaz, you have to be loud, so I cannot hear you. Sorry, I cannot hear you.
Is it like this? I'm using my maximum pitch, what I can. I can do one thing. Can I just write it over here in the chat? Hello.
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 Yeah, please go on.
Okay. So
Shanawaz, I can hear you. Let's try again. Please go ahead.
okay, so I'm just saying how much heat we are talking about. See, suppose let's take an example of a tank, say T72, and we have to mount a panel, some kind of like a hexagonal small panels, continuous panel. So how much heat we have to manage? Like, I mean, what will be the temperature of T72 after some firing, or even without firing when the generators are on, when the machines are on?
See, so what happens is your T72 engine compartment would have a different heat signature. Engine temperatures go up to about 80 degrees, 85 degrees as well, and under normal functioning. And when you talk about the exhaust, so exhaust is again a huge spectrum starting from about 90 degrees to about 150 degrees, because that exhaust ends up doing a couple of functions. One is the normal exhaust for the engine. It is also used as smoke generator as well. So for that, the spectrum increases.
So like upper threshold, we can assume as 150.
No, I will have to get back to you with the exact specifics. I have given you a broad brush of ranges, but if we talk about something that is quotable, I will have to get back to you with very specific. I mean, you can route in this query via the lady who's conducting, by the man who's conducting this entire thing. We will respond to you in a official manner with the exact specifications. And because these specifications also vary equipment wise, it will be different from a T72. It will be different for a Arjun. It will be different for a BMT.
Okay, exactly.
So yeah, I will have to get back to you with specifics equipment wise.
And so the next question is, what is the expected mechanical stress or the shock load that we are going to feel? I mean, like my panel, the camouflage panel, how much maximum? What will be the threshold of the mechanical stress at the time of firing?
Yeah, I think I don't have a very specific answer to your query like this. From what I consider is, as far as the threshold of your panel with respect to resistance against the projectile is concerned, I don't think we desire any. I know against the bullet.
No.
Yeah,
It is
now
not against the bullet.
when you talk about the mechanical threshold, when the equipment is moving.
No, moving, it's not that big thing. Now, suppose, see, my panel will be on the tank. Let's take example of T72. The panel
Yeah, it will be on the tank.
there. Okay, now when you are going to fire it, so how much mechanical stress the other part of the tank where my panel is fixed, that is going to like feel?
Okay, yeah, I got a point. I'll get back. I'm noting your.
Sir. Hello. 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 Hello.
Hello.
Hello.
Shanos, can you hear me?
Yeah, it's clear now.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm saying I've noted down a query. I'll get back to you on this.
Okay, so the next question is, what kind of power source I can expect? Like, through our some analysis, we are going to consume nearly 3.5 to 4 kilowatt of power. So will it be possible, or we have to reduce the power consumption?
Yeah. So when I say 3.5 to 5 kilowatt of power consumption, see, I can tell you we have a 285 bhp engine on a BMP.
Yeah.
Now, please, why I tell you again is now when we talk about a solution,
Mhm.
a 3.5 kilowatt consumption on a T90 would be acceptable, but a 3.5 kilowatt consumption on a T72 oblique BMP might not be acceptable. Are you getting my point? Because the
Okay.
power packs of each of these equipment will vary. When I look at a solution for adaptive camouflage,
Mhm.
but also understand the number of panels that would require to be installed on T72, T90 and BMP will also vary.
Yeah.
So when you tell me the consumption is 3.5 kilowatt,
Mhm.
I don't understand with I'm talking about 5 panels, but I might require 4 or 5 of them on a BMP and 9 on a T90. So how do you justify your 3.5 to 4 kilowatt? That's again, So these answers are, uh, of course, we can give you a range of power that is variable. But you have to understand that every equipment that we will install the adaptive camouflage on also will have a varied degree of power pack that is already installed in it. Somebody's got 285 bhp and somebody will have 1000 bhp. You getting my point?
So,
So yes, again, the query is justified, but if you can route it in a proper format to me, I can respond back to you in a equipment-wise format for this as well.
sure, this is what we are expecting. And one more question, sir.
Okay.
Are we talking about static camouflage or camouflage in the motion?
No, of course, camouflage is motion. Static camouflage, so I think we got nets and everything that is still doable. Multispectral nets are available.
No,
Static
like
camouflage is something.
see, when your tank is going on with the speed of, let's see, 20 kilometer per hour, so the background can change. So with the 20 kilometer speed, to adjust the array for IR and for visible, I can understand, that I can change. But to adjust the array's IR signature, if object is moving with a speed of 20 kilometer or more than that, that will be tough.
Now, I think we need to go back to the drawing board again. Uh, your thermal signatures are independent of the movement speed. It's a function of the temperature, if I'm not wrong, right?
No. See, we have to merge our system with the background.
Yes. Yes.
So now let's assume that there is a patch of background which is 30 degree, and then there is a patch of background which is 40 degree. So our
Yeah.
tank is going to move from 30 degree to 40 degree at the speed of 30 kilometer per hour.
Okay,
So
got a
this,
point.
this so this 30 kilometer per hour, it's a very fast speed. And if you will go over there, and in between, if you are not going to adjust your thermal signature, then obviously people will detect you.
Yeah, got a point. So, what is your query from my?
So this
Can
is
you
what I
come in?
want to know. Like, are we going to test this with a like high speed tank? Like, you are going
No,
to.
see, so we will, when we test this equipment, first of all, it will be tested in a static format for sure
Mhm.
to prove the relevance of that thing for the tech part of it. Now, coming on to the adaptability of that tech
Mhm.
for operations.
Mhm.
So, moving at 20, 30 kilometers per hour is only happens at certain amounts of time in certain parts of time. Are you getting my point? But
Yeah.
when we are employed and deployed in operations, the movements are at relatively lesser speed. Okay. And if you also look at terrains that we are employed along,
Mhm.
if I'm moving at 20 kilometers in desert or at 10 kilometers in desert, the desert itself will remain deserts. So I am somehow not able to comprehend how moving at 10 or 15 kilometers, the background temperatures will change from 30 to 40 to 30 to 20. I mean, background temperature, it is not going to happen that from deserts In about 10 minutes, I will enter the plains, or from there I will enter the mountains. I'm just
So
trying to
let's
understand.
so let's take
So,
example that
so,
there are 10
so,
trees.
so,
Okay, sorry.
so the background temperature, the ambient temperatures, I think are more a function of time of the day. And yes, of course, the terrain as well. But movement speeds are also calibrated as per operation. During operation, sometimes the movement speeds are as less as 5 kilometers, 10 kilometers. And also understand the movement range is also calibrated. During an operation, you might be required to move 5 kilometers at particular given of time. And also during operation, you might just move 300 meters as well. So while you test your equipment or your solution, the first testing is going to be in a static environment, and that will also adjust to ability or adaptability to a in a mobile setup.
Hello.
Was I able to resolve your query or not?
No, see, let's take an example. The ambient temperature is 40 degrees centigrade in a desert or wherever.
Yeah.
There is a tree, so obviously the temperature of tree will be much lesser, like 30 degrees. So there is a patch of tree, then there is a blank, and again there's a patch of tree. Your tank is moving from one patch of tree and then coming to the place where there is no background, no tree. So there, see, the panel has to adjust according to that.
Got a point.
So this is what I want to know. Like, I mean, how fast we should manage the thermal equilibrium of our panels?
I would not have a specific answer to this. I think if your system is able to comprehend any speeds between 15 to 25 kilometers per hour, I think
5 kilometers, sir, it's too much actually.
that's my understanding, because what you made out is a reasonable point. But anything which is able to manage in and around 15 kilometers per hour should be a reasonable solution for us. I mean, we will have to come. So this is again, this is not to dishearten anybody or probably your solution. Okay, what is the capability of your solution? How far can this, as per you, what is the capability that can be achieved with this?
Like, see, I can adjust through this heat pumping system, say maximum 4 to 5 kilometer per hour.
Okay, okay. So I think this should not be a rejection point for any of the solution. I mean, if this is a cause of concern, we can always look at it. That can always be. This should not form a point of concern for for not selection of any of the solutions, or probably it not making the cut. This is point considered, point noted. Yeah.
And one last thing,
So
sir.
we will keep it at 5 kilometers per hour. Okay.
Sure. One last thing, sir. We do not have any knowledge, know-how of like radar signature. For visible and for infrared, we can do, yes. Radar, we do not have know-how. So, like, I mean, can we apply for this?
What about thermal?
Thermal, IR, visible, this we can do 100%. Radar, we
I
cannot do.
think that if you can do, then you should apply for this. So, so when I mentioned those four observable signatures, I talked about visual, I talked about linear, shortwave, and long wave IR. I spoke about radar, and I spoke about thermal. These are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things. With thermal being a prerequisite. Now, anybody who comes to solve a thermal plus IR is also more than welcome. Thermal plus visual is also more than welcome. Thermal plus radar is also more than welcome. I think anybody who's only solving a visual spectrum problem, I don't think it is so relevant in today's time for the recent lessons learned post.
Exactly.
Yeah. So yes,
Yeah.
we are definitely looking at a thermal solution in conjunction with something else as well.
Okay. Sure. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hello, good afternoon, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, am I audible?
Yeah, you're right.
Uh, yes, sir. Good afternoon. Sir, could you again just repeat the observable signature and the wish list which is required from your side?
Thermal.
Yes, sir. Thermal.
Yeah. Visible spectrum.
Okay, sir. Thermal visible spectrum.
Yeah. Then you got your near short wave, long wave IR, short wave IR, long wave IR.
So sorry, your voice is cutting, sir.
I think your short wave IR and
Okay,
long wave IR,
okay, sir.
radar, that is the EM spectrum, and the acoustic. These are 6 things that are the wish list.
Okay,
Prerequisite being one, that is thermal,
okay, sir.
and yes, whatever comes along with it is more than better.
So what after short wave IR and long wave IR?
Acoustic, radars and acoustic.
Acoustic, okay, sir. Acoustic, okay, sir. So, sir, thermal IR, thermal and IR, thermal and imaginary, short wave IR, long wave IR, and acoustic. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. So, again, I would like to ask if, sir, what is your vision regarding this thing? Like, what are your expectations apart from these wish lists? Now, what are you looking forward? What should we come with the outcomes? What should be the outcome of this?
Yeah,
Apart from
so
just,
okay, so most solutions that are presently available talk about paints. Some people
yes, sir.
talk about fabrics.
Okay,
So I am not looking at paints and fabrics.
sure, sir. So the thing
So
is, exactly that I asked. As you mentioned, we are looking at a modern threat spectrum, which also includes digital also.
I please clarify what you mean by digital.
Okay, sir. Digital. Okay, sir.
And
And
please
sir,
clarify what do you mean by that.
okay, sir. Okay, sir. So no, paint and fabric is out of the equation. Okay, sir. Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah. Anybody with any other queries, please?
Sir, can we have your number or email in case if I come
I
up with
would
some
request you can route this query via ma'am who's conducting it.
your
There's
voice is
a
breaking.
yeah, there's already a communication ID which is already available. So yeah, those proposals and whatever discussion has to happen, we can always take out on those mails and everything. Not a problem.
We don't have any number. Like I got this link from LinkedIn.
Okay.
Yeah, Mr. Arvind,
Ma'am, am I audible to you? Ma'am, are you still there?
Am I audible, sir?
Yeah, ma'am, I would request if you can share our email IDs with the all the participants,
Yes, sir. Yes, yes,
so
sir.
that all those queries can first of all be routed through you as well to us, and we can get in touch with us on the email as well, and we can respond to them formally for their queries.
So this side, sir, is Sujan, sir.
Yeah.
My
So
question is on DRI's ranges. So, will you please tell me what is your priorities? I mean, detection range is your priority or recognition or identification?
Mr. Issue, I think we talked about camouflage. So
Mm-hmm. Right.
neither do I want to detect, nor do I want to range anybody, nor do I want to identify anybody. I want to be protected against DRI.
Mm-hmm.
There are
Right,
no
sir.
DRI ranges for me. I mean, camouflage would not require DRI if I'm not wrong, from where I understand.
Sir, my question is, sir, when you are testing our system, what should be the detection range?
Okay, whether you asking the other way around, from how long should I not get detected?
Right, right, sir.
Okay. So when I say, see now most the new generation equipment that is there when it engages, so the DRI is anywhere around 10 to 2 kilometers.
Okay.
Most of the systems will start detecting you at 10. Uh, then you identify an engagement generally about 2 to 4 kilometers. For most of the ATGMs, the night sites are there. So when I say that I should not be detectable by a thermal signature,
Right,
it
sir.
should come into effect anywhere starting from 10 kilometers.
From 10
And
kilometers.
yes, So my signature, so that is what I. So 10 is the, that is the lowest. I mean, if some detection system is 10 kilometers away,
Very much.
of course my capability to detect is always lesser, right? But when I
Okay.
talk about the lowest range, when these things are
Mhm.
audible,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You are audible.
yeah. So these engagements generally happen at relatively very lesser these things. So even if a system is, let's say there is a loiter munition, now loiter munitions start engaging at 400 meters also.
Right, sir.
Those loiter. So when you disperse the thermal signature, those systems should be able to be effective. It's just something looking at it as near as 400 meters, 500 meters as well.
Okay, sir. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Sir, and what about the, sir, is there any test for underwater also?
No, there will be no underwater. No, of course, the systems, see, your equipment that are there, these equipments have the operational capability. A T-72 is supposed to carry out fording, a T-90 is supposed to carry out fording, and your BMPs are also supposed to float across rivers and canals. So,
Okay.
we per se will not carry out water testing for your equipment, but
Mm-hmm.
your equipment is to be installed on a BMP, which itself is capable of crossing a water body.
Okay, sir.
So, if the system is rated as per water protection, that is going to be an A main plus. But since these are modular systems, a plug and play concept, I
Mm-hmm.
think it should not be a deal breaker as well.
Okay, sir. Sir, and is there any quality standard in which you are putting our system so that to you and to check our performance of the system, how
As
well
of
our
now,
system is
Mixed.
no. As of
like
now, as of now, no.
there's no stand. Okay.
And so, can you suggest that as in the current war scenario, the SAR imagery is a very effective tools which can be able to detect any tank, any metallic structure from a longest distance.
Yeah,
Once they will get the SAR signature, then they will use another sensors to identify and recognize the target. So,
yeah,
generally in the SAR signatory and auto-guided weapon system, uh, that X-band and KU band in the microwave region very effective. So, are you also looking for the absorption? Because if we are losing any channel which is give a advantage to the adversary to detect our target from a larger distance, it means the another nearby camouflage properties are not much effective. So, the maximum distance started in the microwave region. So I think in the adaptive stealth, radar signatures are also very crucial. The subject to reduce the signatures against the satellite imagery and the drone imagery in the microwave sensor.
may I please know who's who's online at this point of time?
Pardon, sir, your voice is not clear.
May I know your name, please? May I know who's this? Who's given this point, please?
Sir, this is sir Isujan and this is our senior sir.
Okay.
Supreet.
Yeah, so this is a very relevant and a very important point, and I would love to have a solution from you guys here which encompasses all of these things. I mean, we'll be more than happy in case there's a solution that you guys provide, which is a combination of thermal and radar, both. It takes care of both the spectrum. We'll be more than happy.
Yes, sir. Actually, sir, the practical possibility in the adaptive stealth is only the thermal and microwave spectrum because currently the advanced work done in the UK through the BAE system, they developed some thermal camouflage, active thermal camouflage panels. So we will also propose the similar concept, but that is the advanced and the UK technology because we are also providing you the microwave signatures management so that our targets are not able to detect from a larger distance and also safe from the auto guided weaponry because visual is the very least
Yeah, so
way.
I think in the current shot, I've got it. Your point. I think you're talking about active control emissivity and surface temperature control, which basically is based on graphene and 2D component of the models. Okay. So
Yes,
basically, they're graphene based models. And yes, this would be a welcome solution in case we're able to provide it.
yeah, and so similarly, as per our knowledge, that the tanks are used and the BMPs are used in the very rugged environment, and many times they goes under the dirt, dust, and many typical stages. So that system should be able to manage all those hurdles related to that environment. And sir,
Yeah.
one more question is that from our side, are you looking for all three terrains solution, or currently we have to develop a single terrain solution for you, and
No,
once it will be approved
my point is, at this point of time, it should be a multispectral, multi-terrain. But if somebody is offering a multispectral for a particular terrain which is desert and plains, maybe not catered for the extreme cold, you can look at it. Because eventually the technology can be developed, because if somebody will propose solution that I think it's only a hardware problem subsequently. So it should not be a reason. Even if
yes,
it
sir.
is not a totally multi-terrain, maybe caters for one or two types of it. I think it should not be.
Yeah, because when we will participate in this open challenge, then we have to provide you some budget, and in our budget, the deliverables are the important thing. If we will go to provide you like snow and barren mountain, jungle and green and desert and semi-desert, three type of system for a BMP, then the budgetary cost will be increased from our side. So we need just a clarification that we have to first prove only one terrain, or we have to prove all those
No,
three.
but to clarify one thing to me, when you talk about a different terrain-wise model, may I ask what is the major component that actually changes in the system?
Your voice is not audible, sir.
I think when you're talking about a multi-terrain thing,
Yeah.
a system that you install on the BNP for deserts vis-a-vis the mountains. May I ask you what major component changes in your systems?
Yeah, sir, the major component is that the modules which we are installing, because the modules will not able to change its color. So the upper surface color, like in the mountains, there is a barren mountain camouflaging scheme, which can be easily merged in the visual terrain in the surroundings of the barren mountains. So
So from where I understand what you're telling me, this is basically a hardware problem, right?
sir, this is yeah, because this is actually the visual color change is not
I
very
got
easy.
a point. So this is basically presently a hardware problem, right?
This is not actually a hardware problem. This is actually technology limitation, sir. Because hardware is same for the all multi terrains, but the color in the visual spectrum when we are talking,
I
then
got
the
it.
yeah, yes, sir.
So I think, yeah. So the panels, the color of the panel. So I think this should not be a problem. Yeah, I think this should not be a problem. We
So,
can
so,
work a
sir,
solution around it.
we will when we will participate it, then we will participate it for all terrains, I think. So
Yeah,
minimum deliverables we will mention in our proposal.
yeah, you can do that. You can do that.
Okay, sir. And sir, sir, as you already described that the power consumption. Uh, so this is the three kilowatt power consumption is the complete coverage area of BMP or per square meter.
Okay.
Because if we will calculate the power consumption, because BMP having approximately 10 to 20 square meter coverage area when we
Yeah.
calculate in the different angles.
Yeah.
So when we calculate it, then it will be 1 square meter, or it will be the complete BMP.
I don't think when you talk about the coverage, so that you need to install these panels everywhere on a PNP.
Yeah, I understand.
So and first of all, they're not installable everywhere. if the total surface area is 20 square kilometers, I don't think you require installation more than 6 to 8 square meters on a
Yes,
PMP.
sir. Majorly, we will need to cater that the high signature area,
The
like
high
engine,
signature,
exhaust,
yes,
and tracks.
that is where the, yeah. So I think vis-a-vis the total area, the requirement to be covered would be somewhere around 50%. But yes, you can route this query in a formal manner and let me respond back to you in a formal manner.
Sure, sir. And sir, as per our knowledge, that the material should be impact resistance, because there is chances to stuck in the bushes and some
Yes.
stone
So
stuck. So
definitely impact resistance, and when the impact is by foliage, oblique debris.
yes, sir.
So, but I am not expected to be impact resistance against projectile.
Yes, sir. And sir, if we are putting some system at the front side of the where the person is moving to enter into the tank and BMPs, so that is also able to sustain the weight of that person. It will not crackable and damage.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, and sir, the underwater activities is also because when this is a mountable system. Sir, any time limit to install this system on a tank or BMP? Any time limit?
No, we are not considering it. I think, of course, with trained manpower, it should not take hours and hours. But it's a modular system, plug-and-play system. It should be a reasonable time. I mean, if you know, if it say that it takes about 24 hours to install this, of course, it's a deal breaker. Let's say it takes about an hour or two to fit on one BMP. I think it's a reasonable solution time frame. So we're not keeping a caveat like that on the time, but it has to be reasonable.
Yes, sir, it will be. And sir, what is the weight penalty which we can? I think there is some weight limit to add on this system on a target, because it will be, if we add on some weight, it will also
I,
affect.
no, I think more than your weight, your power requirement is going to be considered. So I think the developers should basically focus on that part. Weight is
So,
something that can come in subsequently as well, but I think your power requirement is going to be a major limiting factor in this.
okay, sir. So weight penalty currently is not a big issue.
Yeah. So again, you can route this query formally. We will
Sure.
respond to you formally on this.
Right.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Ma'am, any other queries?
Any queries from anyone?
Yes, ma'am. So, so the thing is, let me tell you something. How IDEX work, the thing is they only provide the one statement. So there's the this statement ki editor camouflage for A and B vehicle. That's why we all of have so many queries. So sir, at the end of this discussion, could you please have one small memo note for all of us? Ki what is the wish list recommendation from your side regarding this adaptive camouflage for A and B vehicle? Because IDEX only provide one challenge statement. That's all. That's why we all have so many queries.
Wait a moment. So let me clarify this. The statement that we provide, we get this from the nodal agency, and
Okay.
the statements are not descriptive because they want solution from the innovators. There might be something that we are missing out, so we want to keep the forum open for all the innovators.
Okay.
See,
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
so just one. So whomsoever has routed this query, see, of the last about 15 minutes of interaction that we've had, we
Yes, sir.
basically told you the prerequisites for sure and a wish list. Now, if you come with something beyond the wish list, I don't think that's a deal breaker. We'll be more than happy to welcome you with open arms. But I think the PDS is kept short and our requirements is kept very cryptic because that is the bare minimum requirement that is there. Anything with the innovators come up with much more and beyond is more than welcome.
Thank you so much, sir. Yes, sir. I get your point. It's an innovation
So I
and
think
proposal from our side.
this interaction in the previous one also, I think it did help resolve a couple of queries. So yes, with particular formal queries, you can route an email. We'll respond to you formally on that.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
So will it be possible for us to come with a panel design and to get a radar cross section somewhere near Delhi?
You will have to speak a little louder. I could hear
Okay,
only
I'm
the
sorry.
first part of the
Like, is it possible for us to create a panel kind of thing? I mean, a different kind of panel, and just to know the radar signature of 2, 3 different kind of panels, like near Delhi or
Where is your firm based?
it's Delhi, New Delhi.
I mean, in case you have a design, ma'am, I think the ma'am would be more suited to answer this. Whatever support you need from us, we would love to extend that support. But I mean, yeah.
Yes, sir. Sir, basically, before during this application phase, it won't be possible. During this application phase, you can give your solution. When you already are a provisional winner, that time it is possible.
Okay, understood.
So, if there are no questions, we can move on to the next phase. And are there any more questions for the nodal officer?
Not from our side.
Ma'am,
Okay.
there is
No,
Yes,
sorry,
please.
yeah, please go ahead. Are there more questions?
no, sir.
Yeah,
Okay,
okay.
sir, I have shared your official email ID with them, and they will write to you or me. And if they write to me, I'll forward it. So you
Ma'am,
can log off.
I would request this, if all these respective innovators can write to you and you can compile those queries, send them in a consolidated way to me, so I can reply to them into the consolidated. Because a lot of things, query from one could also be a query from two, not today but tomorrow.
Yes,
So
yes.
once they send you the queries, you please compile them, send them to me. I will send back a consolidated reply, and that reply with all the queries can be circulated to all of them.
Sure, sir. So we'll
I think
do.
that will be a better way for now.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So, sir, thank you so much for clarifying all the doubts related to the challenge. And this is the
And I
last
think
outreach. Yes, sir.
there are some excellent questions that came up, and it's food for us, also food for thought for us. And we will definitely like to get back to you with as specific replies as possible.
Right, sir. So you can log off. I'll forward you the list of questions. We'll formulate some way so that all the questions reach to you on one day, and you can reply. And before the last date comes up, we can have the solution, and I can forward them. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. You can log off, sir.
Bye bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah. There won't be any extension to the last date because as such, the window that has been open for the challenge is more than a month. So there won't be any extensions, and I believe there would be many new innovators who have participated in the outreach. So I have prepared a small presentation where I have my colleague with me who will be taking you through the how to apply. Whosoever is interested into how to apply and what is the procedure way ahead can keep logged in, and all of you can forward me your queries related to the challenge, and uh, whatever queries I'll receive till Friday, Monday I'll compile and I'll forward those queries to the nodal officer, and maybe in a week or so he'll also reply, and by next week we'll have resolution to all the queries, so that by the time we reach the end date you have all the answers to your queries. So I request whatever queries you have, you can forward it to me by Friday or maybe by Sunday, because Monday would be a holiday. By Tuesday I'll compile them. So
So, ma'am, which email ID we have to use? The first one or the second one?
the second one belongs to me. I am the DIO rep, so second one belongs to me, and this and another thing is whoever had only technical query can log out. From here on we will move to the general outreach. We will tell about the IDEX, the procedure, and the way ahead after the application. So let me share my screen. So, am I audible? Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So this is the extract of the problem statement, and we already had the Q&A session and query resolution with the nodal officer. From here on, my colleague will take over and take you through the application procedure.
Hello, good afternoon. I'm Salma. So I'll be taking you to the through the how to apply. So this is our portal. From here, you will get into the home page of the IDEX. In the left hand corner, you can see the login tab. By after clicking the login tab, you will get into this page where if you are a new register, then you can go into the register now, or you can log in by entering your email address as well as password. So for signing up, you have to enter your full name, email address, every details, and click on sign up. So after signing up, you will be successfully registered. Then log in as usual. Here you have to give your OTP, which will come to your registered mobile number. Then coming to the after logging in, you will get into this dashboard page where you will get the details regarding the Aditi reopen, the challenge, the attachments, and you can apply the using this from this page. Here you will get the problem statement, document, everything. This is the Aditi where you have to apply. So here you will provide the details, the basic details about your startup, your contact numbers, contact details, everything. And here you will give the proposed solution, the brief proposed solution, then the technical solution. And also here in the applicant details, you will be providing the your current projects, or the if you have done some IDEX projects which will fetch you a advantage while shortlisting. And here you can give the development time, then the grant request, your matching contributions, etc. And you click on the terms and conditions, check the boxes, and then click on the submit button.
Okay, so this is the application procedure, and as Salma has already told that whatever in your profile you can mention the good projects and your success stories that helps you while shortlisting, because during HPSC the technical solution is the only point of concentration. So so 30th October is the last date for the application. Once the application window closes, the short first we filter out all the like dual applications or incomplete applications. We do all basically the cleaning of the data, and then we forward the applications to ADB, where the applications are moved to the respective directorate. And once they go through the applications, they go through the clean data, and then they shortlist the ideas which they consider comes near to the solution. And usually five to six startups are selected for the HPSC. And HPSC is the high power selection committee where the subject matter experts from different genre joins and evaluate the solutions, the selected solutions. We get subject matter experts from the academic institutions, from the industry, and the nodal agency. From the nodal agency joins the user, the directorate who actually has proposed the challenge, and also officers from the CAT establishment to analyze and assess how close the idea is coming to their requirements. During HPSC, you are usually given 10 to 15 minutes to explain your solution along with the budget that you are proposing and the timelines, the WBS part, where you will inform, you will tell what exactly you are planning, how you are planning to achieve the challenge. And after 10 to 15 minutes, the question answer session starts. HPSC is strictly about the technical solution only, because the nodal agency has already seen your profile. So that's why I said before that in your details, please bring about your success stories, because during HPSC you won't get that time. After the presentation, they ask questions, whatever doubts they have, and thereafter we receive the provisional winners. Why I'm saying provisional winners is because after we receive the list of winners, we do the compliance. Till this time, the whatever we are doing are we are moving towards the innovation, that what all ideas are there with the startups in the industry. From this point onwards, where we have the provisional winner, we move towards the exact solution. From here on, each and every detail is finalized, like what size, what weight, what electrical consumption, everything is detailed and written, and the documents are called the PDS and PRU. The nodal agency prepares this document, and the provisional winners are supposed to provide their concurrence. If they have any observation or any confusion, the discussion takes place, and uh, with mutual consent, we come to the concurrence of PDS PRU, and from there on, the winner converts from a provisional winner to the winner of the solution. So this is so till now. Now the winner has been declared. From there on, we move to the document preparation. We carry out an orientation session where we inform how the project moves on. So the project is divided into total 6 milestones, starting from milestone 0 to milestone 5. Uh, Milestone 0 is primarily the contract signing. Milestone 1 is primarily the data collection. And by milestone 3, we expect that the prototype is ready. Milestone 4 is for testing and certification. And milestone 5 is the SSCT, the final testing and trial of the prototype that you have developed. If I talk about the grant disbursement, as per the new IDEX contract, milestone 0 and milestone 5 have got 10% disbursement, and rest of the milestones have 20%. And how the fund management takes place is, we have Spark grant and we have matching contribution. Since it's an ADITI challenge, the maximum Spark grant that we provide is 25 CR, and half or equal to Spark grant or more than a Spark grant, the innovator is supposed to bring from their end, which is called as matching contribution. So for example, your project is of 40 CR, so 20 CR max you can take Spark grant, and 20 CR you are supposed to bring from your end. And I have already informed how the disbursement takes place. So this is how the project proceeds. There are facts over our website. I request you, if you are serious about the challenge, I request you to go through the financial facts especially, so that you understand what you are going into. And I think I have covered almost all the points. If any queries, any question that I might have left out, please ask.
Ma'am, there's one confusion.
Ma'am,
You said about the. May I? This is Shanavas. Hello.
Yes,
Hello.
please.
Yeah, ma'am, you said about the 40 CR. Now, 20 CR I will get from there, and 20 CR we have to invest. Now, what
Yes.
about if the total project cost is less than, say, 5 CR or 6 CR? So, in this case, do we also have to give the 50% or 100% amount we will get?
No, No, so matching contribution has to be equal or more than a Spark grant. So if
Okay,
so if yeah, so if it is 5 CR, so 2.5 we'll give and 2.5 you will bring.
understood.
Yeah.
Ma'am, could you please tell again the six milestone, the name of six milestones?
So we have 6 milestones starting from milestone 0 to milestone 5. Milestone 0 is primarily about the contract signing, and we usually close it within a week. As soon as you sign the contract, within a week we close milestone 0. Milestone 1 is basically about the data collection and documentations, or if you need any data visits to the unit. You might want to see the tank, you might want to see the how you will generate power, or whatever data you need to develop your prototype. Milestone 2 and 3 primarily are for the prototype development. Milestone 4 is for test and trial. Since it's a military component, so there are lots of we have DGQA, the testing agency, that is primarily involved with us, and uh, uh, other test and trials take place, so that the prototype is mill based. And milestone 5 is primarily for the SSCT, which is single stage composite test, where uh, uh, what we proposed in the PDS-PRU. See, when PDS-PRU is drafted, and when the project is progressing, there are lots of changes that take place. Maybe you won't be able to provide what you wrote in the PDS-PRU, or maybe you are doing very good and now the nodal agency wants that this also to be added. So lots of changes takes place. By the time the project reaches milestone 3, that is the final prototype development, PDS-PRU also changes. So we prepare a final document that is called as PSQR, and based on PSQR, we do the test and trials. So MS5 is all about the test and trials.
So PSQL is at stage 5.
No, PSQR we usually draft it in milestone 4. PSQR consists of how the trial is going to be conducted, what all certifications are required, what all the tests and trials are supposed to be done before your component goes for your prototype goes for the test and trial. So it consists everything.
And then PDS and PRO sign is at 0, milestone 0.
Yes, and before milestone 0, PDS-PRU is the very first. It is the beginning of the project.
Okay, so it's the application we fill. That's PDS, PRO.
Sorry.
Remember, so PDS and PRO we file at the application time.
No, 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 no. You need not to file it. What we are discussing, this PDS-PRU is all after you are declared the provisional winner.
Oh, okay, ma'am. So, ma'am, this comes at milestone 0, contract and sign.
Yes, these what milestone
Okay,
0 onwards we are talking about. We are talking uh,
okay, ma'am.
at least 3 months from now. At least three, four
Okay,
months from now.
okay, ma'am.
There is one more confusion. You said that 50%
Yeah.
we have to invest. So, like, is this a normal way? Like, the inventor have to invest 50%
No,
of
no,
their
no.
amount?
This is no, this is how our projects work about. And the primary reason what I can say is and which is our USP also, that we don't keep IP. Whatever you will develop will be on your name only. So to develop a prototype that will be owned by you only, we provide 50% grant.
Okay, understood.
Yes. And after you complete your MS5, then we then the project is complete from IDEX side, but then we move to the AON stage, RFP stage, so bulk order. So those are, we are talking about 2 years from now. But basically the product will all be yours. So this 50% grant that you are getting from us is to develop a prototype. Anything else? Okay, so if there are no more questions, we can log off. And for any query that comes to your mind, please drop a mail to me. Monday or Tuesday, I'll compile all the queries and I'll forward it to the nodal officer.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you so much
Thank
to
you.
all the innovators for joining for this outreach. I wish you all the best. Thank you. Hmm.